Cigar City Brewing Company. I've done, I think, one or two of their beers previously, but it's a brewery that I don't find at the LCBO very regularly because, well, it's a United States beer company and LCBO thing. So, moving forward, let's do the Cigar City beer right now. Beer, 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 beer. Hello everybody, welcome back to me, Mate Brewski from the Brewski Review. And today, the beer I have for you guys is by Cigar City Brewing from Tampa, Florida. We have their Alai, I think, India Pale Ale. Boom. 7.5% alcohol by volume, 65 IBUs listed here on the orange and green can, which, to be honest, I'm not too big of a fan of the color scheme that they have going on. But moving forward, we gotta crack this bad boy open, and it's gonna do that. Cool. That's fun. That's really fun. Let's just pour it up, see what we got. I love when a beer gives me a big mess. That shows great stuff about the beer. Oh my god, why so much shit. Son of a bitch. Cleanup time. See, when this happens with a beer that I open and just explodes everywhere, I just don't have a fun time with the beer because it's making me put in way more effort than I need to. But we'll go with it anyway. Looking at the beer, some floaties in here, nice and hazy, not super crazy, but nice burnt orange color, little bit of head on top. No idea if that has anything to do with the explosion of this can, but something to note as well. Aroma: big pine, grapefruit, caramel backbone, mangoes, not candied mangoes, like dried mangoes. A little bit of an orange citrus note going on as well, quite nice. Let's have a sip. Good flavor, piney, grapefruity, mangoes, oranges, orange rind as well. Solid flavors that transition over really well from the aromas, but one thing to note, it is pretty flat. It's also a little bit of carbonation going on, but fairly flat. With that said, guys, cheers everybody. Let's keep on drinking and see what's going on with this beer. Yeah, very flat. Canned on date. I probably should have checked this before I picked it up. Canned on either June 7th or July 6th, 2019. So definitely a few months have gone by, about 4 to 5 months. But, that's the thing when you're bringing beer up from the States and transportation and then being shoved on an LCBO shelf and all that blubdy hoopty blah. You gotta. It's a hard thing to maintain a can's integrity and a beer's integrity, going those many miles, and especially being put in the LCBO, of all places. So a bit of a bummer, but so far I don't taste any off flavors. It's just lost a lot of carbonation due to, I guess, transportation and shelving. Something I'm learning about in school. It is, I would say, velvety smooth, but that's because there's really very low amounts of carbonation going on, but it's pretty good flavor. Definitely leading towards more of like a West Coasty style IPA, in my opinion, which I'm not a big fan of like that malty caramelly backbone that you usually get, especially coming when you see a beer of this color. You kind of know it may have those qualities. I'm not going to say it absolutely does, but it may have those qualities, which is good for people who like them, but not really so much for me. Overall, so far so good. Good flavor. Definitely a good solid bitterness to it. Can really appreciate and understand that 7.5% ABV. Unlike some other beers where they have a higher ABV but really don't taste like it, this you kind of know, which is a good thing because you're not going to be slamming these like you would say a lager or a session IPA or a pale ale or an IPA that really has those IBUs. Looking on the can, Jai Alai India Pale Ale from Cigar City Brewing Company. On the back we do have a description. The merry game of Jai Alai provides inspiration for the citrus-forward India Pale Ale with notes of clementine, orange peel, and caramel malt, creating an IPA that's both bold and approachable. 1 pint, 473 ml tall boy can, or for you Americans, 16 ounces, fluid ounces to be precise. On the side, product of USA, looks like it was imported from AFICXEXIM Canada Corp in Vancouver, Canada. Ingredients are water, barley malt, wheat, oats, hops, and yeast. 7.5% ABVs. Very, very nice. Like I said, on the bottom for a canned on date, more or less clearly labeled, canned on the 06/07/19. I hate when they do that because it always confuses me. Because is it the 6th of July or is it the 7th of June? Day, month, year makes the most sense, but I'm pretty sure the Americans do month, day, year because systems don't make sense. We went over this in the last beer review, I'm pretty sure a few ago. It's the imperial system and this stuff and things. Always confusing. But moving forward to the website, cigarcitybrewing.com. You go to the beer section, you go to their year-round section, you find Jai Alai. At least I think that's how it's pronounced. Who knows? You do have a Did You Know? Jai Alai, a game native to the Basque region of Spain, is played on a court called fronton. Jai Alai players attempt to catch a ball using a curved mitt whilst the ball travels at speeds up to 188 miles an hour. Holy shit. Proving that they have a sense of humor, the Spanish dubbed this game with its ball traveling at race car speeds the merry game. Clever. Tampa was once home to a bursting Jai Alai fronton, but sadly all that remains of Jai Alai in the Tampa Bay area is this India Pale Ale that we brew in tribute to the merry game. The India Pale Ale style of beer has its roots in the ales sent from England to thirsty British troops in India during the 18th century. Pair Jai Alai India Pale Ale with beef empanadas, deviled crabs, and other spicy dishes. I love how they work. A little bit of history, a little bit of description about the beer, and a little bit of a food pairings, all in that paragraph. Very nice to see. But if you scroll down even more, you have this ABV 7.5, SRM of 17. Their IBUs are showing 70. This can is showing 65, and an original gravity of 17. Which kind of makes sense, I guess. 1.700, but at the same time that seems kind of ridiculous. But hey, well, whatever. Moving on. Tasting notes: an intense bouquet of tangerine and candied orange peel entices the nose, while flavors of clementines, Valencia oranges, and subtle caramel provide counterpoints to an assertive bitterness and a rich malt character. Bold hop flavor and aroma from 6 different hop varieties is front and center in this flavorful American IPA. Very nice indeed. Check out this tasty recipe for habanero grilled shrimp skewers made with Jai Alai IPA. Very, very cool. You can throw this in your cooking as well. That's awesome. I love dual purposes beers. Also, you can download their sales sheet and download tap handle inserts. Cool. Yeah, I guess that's really good information and stuff and things. Very nice. Beer awards and ratings. It's got an A- on Beer Advocate. 4 to 5 stars on Untapped, and 99 on Rate Beer, amongst, I guess, others, possibly. No, that's it. Then you scroll down a bit more and just shows other stuff for the brewery. Very nice looking website, great information for sure. I love how they're throwing food pairings as well. That's just a little added little bonus, which I do appreciate. LCBO, because you can pick this up. Not at every LCBO, but the select few, you'll be able to probably find it. $3.75 for this 473 ml tall boy can. Yeah, a little bit up there on price, but hey, it's an American beer. You're gonna have those extra costs coming in for $3.75 for a 7.5% ABV beer. This is actually pretty damn good, especially not being here from Canada. That's a nice price I can get behind for sure. Finally, moving over to Untapped, Jalea by Cigar City Brewing has been given that's my little drum roll, 3.79 bottle caps out of 5, and that's out of a whopping, oh wow, over 325,000 ratings. So damn, 3.97, very close to that 4 mark, 0.03, whatever, no one's really gonna get their pennies in a bunch on that one. I'm sure not gonna do that. But damn, Jalea, I do like this beer. I do wish that it didn't go everywhere, because I think it loses a lot of, it does. I don't even think, I know, it loses a lot of its originality, its truthfulness. In terms of long distance shipping, I guess going to Vancouver and then shooting over to the LCBO, because Vancouver and Ontario and British Columbia and LCBO and stuff and things are all province dictated. So if it goes from Florida, it shoots way up, or so Florida's down here, it shoots way up here to Vancouver and then gets shipped all the way back to Ontario. Maybe a little bit like this. So it's a journey for the beer to get here. That's how I see how it plays in, because there's no way Vancouver plays into the LCBO unless the product goes to Vancouver then back to Ontario. It's a mess. I hate the provincial systems when it comes to booze and alcohol and everything else. But hey, solid beer. I just wish I could get it more direct, per se, because that would be awesome. I need to do a beer trip soon. Cheers everybody on the final sip. Let's get ready to range and wrap this thing up. Jalea India Pale Ale from Cigar City Brewing Company down in Tampa Bay, Florida. I'm actually a pretty big fan about this beer, even though the can wasn't the best preserved can, per se. Really good beer, and even though I'm not a big flavor of a malty, caramelly backbone IPA, I can get behind this. It's not super intense. It doesn't battle with the other flavors of a traditional IPA, so I can really get behind that. It's velvety smooth. That might be because the carbonation's way down because of certain circumstances, but really enjoyable, nicely sweet, with balanced off with a great bitterness from it. I'm a big fan. Jalea gets a solid 7.5 out of 10 for me, just like the ABV. Sorry, that's really nice. Astral presentation, I'm not a big fan of the can design. I mean, I don't like the orange and green that they use. It seems very awkward, and the yellow just puts it off even way more. But hey, that's just the thing you gotta go through. Other than that, good information, description, ABV, IBUs, clearly labeled, canned on date on the bottom. Obviously, you have the LCBO sticker, which gives you ingredients, because I don't see ingredients on the can unless they just covered it up with that sticker, and that sticker's a little hard to get off. But the website definitely has good information, a little bit of history, a little bit of stuff about the beer, a little bit of food pairings as well. Can totally get behind that. Presentation for the beer gets a solid 8.5 out of 10 for me. Before I leave you guys, if you have any comments, questions, or beers you want to review in the future, leave all that information down in the comment box below. If you want to go ahead and like this video or subscribe to me, Mate Brewski, it'll be greatly appreciated as well. And with all that said, That's gonna do it for me, mate. Person, like I always say, crack a beer and enjoy. Cheers. So you got a ball coming at you at 188 miles an hour, which is way over 200 kilometers an hour. Imagine having a beer coming at your face that fast. I mean, you'd probably hope to catch it, because having one of these coming at your face that fast that's a big round. Cheers.